Hey everybody, it's the Flash episode. I should have looked up the episode number before I started talking. And yeah, there was a break week. And the week before we had Grodd, and Chester was doing stuff. He was part of the team. He was earning Barry's trust. And Camilla was around, filling in for Cisco. And she got a phone call. Cisco's coming back. I don't know if he's just coming back to see her off screen or if he's going to be in this week's episode. We don't know. Oh, and at the end, Harry, who is Nash was going to talk to Allegra about the photograph. They were going to have a conversation when he was confronted by one of the Welleses who warned him of impending Reverse Flash, maybe? With glowy eyes, anyway. So, what's going to happen in this one? Guess we'll find out. Oh, and Iris, still in the mirror. With the one who's in league with fake Iris. We'll see what their ultimate plan is, and if Barry will ever figure out that the person he's with is fake. Russians? That's pretty bad turbulence.
It's okay. Barry's on it.
What am I on?
Whoop. Ooh. Wally! That's a neat trick. You just make 4 of himself.
Always have to make an entrance, don't you, Kid Flash?
What can I say? It's great to be back.
It's good to see a familiar face after last week when people sort of disappeared. Ooh. He has Zen powers?
A lotus flower.
How come you can't do that, Barry?
Teach me how to do that.
Look at you getting your Zen on.
Who is that?
It's my brother, Wally. He looks so happy.
Spooky music again?
It's okay. It was so good to see them, even if it was just for a second. Yeah, well, I've been trapped in here for weeks, and...
Weeks. What have they been eating?
I hope they don't forget about you as quickly as my Joseph forgot about me.
She bitter about that? Is that why she wants him?
Listen to me.
Whoop.
Breathe.
Hey, Iris, everything okay?
She's
Yeah.
connected to her?
Greetings, Earth.
He's back! And what the hell is he wearing?
You,
I know, right? Welcome home. You guys should know.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you, friend.
Wally West? What?
Gang's all here.
Ready?
Whoop! You okay there, Barry?
It's still sore. My speed healing was weird for a little bit, but
Harry,
He's losing his mojo?
lately I've been sensing that there is something wrong with the Speed Force.
Oh, he sensed a disturbance in the Speed
a
Force.
disturbance in the Speed Force, you feel?
When was the last time the Speed Force came to you?
Can we go in? See what's going on?
It's besides, I'm sure there's a simple explanation for all this. Trust me.
Why is he in denial? See what Wally can do? Take him seriously. Ooh, what's that? Time's frozen.
Hello, Maria.
Sisters?
I prashai.
Oh, that's what she was doing to the helicopter. She was rusting it, like aging it, speeding up time. I presume she'll just be like a skeleton on the ground.
This is the same woman I saved from the helicopter. But she was young, she was full of life.
This was Turtle 2.
Is that the name you're going with?
Free to come up with a better
Cisco?
name. No, it's Turtle 2. But
The prodigal hacker returns. Regale me with the adventures of the great
He's only been gone for like,
globe-trotting
what, 3 weeks?
Cisco-Lorian.
Cisco
to
Lorian.
speed her up, other people
That's right.
from other Earths.
That's right.
Anybody appear to you in your head?
Doppelgangers who made it-
What if they were already dead?
You gotta be kidding me. Look, survivors, ghosts, whatever you want to call them, it's not possible. I saw out
I
there.
need your help finding an answer that makes sense. It really matters.
I'm trying to find a criminal I've been after for weeks. That matters.
Need something?
No.
Can you help me with some ghost problems? Cisco should help him. Who cares about
Barry's
this
acting like nothing
other
was
meta?
wrong.
Last fall, Barry and the Speed Force had an
Falling out.
incident.
Two are seriously the best looking siblings in the world.
The evidence.
You need to delete that photo right now.
Oh,
Why?
Why?
We shouldn't be taking
Oh.
photos of citizen
'Cause she's-
employees. I mean, if that got online,
I forgot she was not
another of Black
real
Hole's
Iris.
assassins like
Sorry.
Plus, she doesn't show up on. Is there something about her? Because you can see her in that picture. I thought maybe she didn't show up like a vampire.
I believe that you can solve this, Barry.
What?
If
This-
you face the Speed Force.
This is weirdly shot.
You don't understand what the Speed Force wants.
Barry, we're already here.
That's why it's so. It looks so weird.
You took me in here?
Wally's like some sort of master Speed Force manipulator.
Something is wrong.
Oh, Speed Force mother dying.
Oh, you're dying, Barry Allen,
How?
How is that possible?
because of what you did.
Well, another thing to put on Barry's shoulders.
No, Wally, we have to go back. I have to talk to her.
This is your fault. You betrayed the Speed Force months ago. And you didn't say nothing then. You didn't say nothing when you came back from Crisis. But instead, you blew me up.
I know.
Again and
Well,
again.
This is weird.
Wally, I did. We can go back in there. I can save her.
If you think that I'm gonna bring you back in after everything that you have done,
Well, what's the alternative,
you
Wally?
need to find another teacher.
This is not. I don't like this. Okay, he's in the walls. Let's, what can he do?
You tell me what to do and I'll do it. You could give me the energy boost I need. I made the Spectre give me his energy so I can enter the Speed Force again.
That's why it's green. Spectre.
I did this.
Barry Allen, we forgive you. You saved our universe. The lightning chose you, and it was the best decision that I ever made. Showed us the greatest force of all.
Love? It's always love. Maybe
Speed Force is dead.
they could do some time
I don't even know
travel
what to say.
stuff.
Do you still have your powers?
We still have a residual amount of Speed Force, but the more we use up, the less we have left.
It's like a battery.
This is his fault. He could have come to me months ago. We might have fixed things.
Tell him like that. I mean, we both know that Barry will beat himself up all by himself.
Correct.
Well, I guess that wasn't very zen of me at all.
I will find you later. Okay?
He's gotten his Joe talk.
Whenever you're
Should have helped.
powers.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop Turtle 2 here.
Yeah, I know. It's all you've been doing. You don't have any time for me. You totally blew off Nash when he asked for your help.
Everybody's just
You might as well
arguing
still
with
be on your
everybody.
trip.
Yeah, went around the world and I feel like I'm back where I started. I died because of what I did in Crisis. I took the Spectre's energy. His energy started a meltdown.
You were trying to save the universe. Any hero would have made that call. When I found out the Speed Force was dying, I forgot how much you were suffering too.
Facial rec just picked up Frida Novikov outside CCTV.
Evil time witch. Uh-oh. She's isolated Joe.
Slow down.
What happens when speed hits slow?
Come in.
He's having a heart-to-heart with Nash.
But I want to make it right. Weston.
He looks like a zombie. Are his eyes gonna do a thing?
Hello, Cisco.
He doesn't have speed.
That's where were we?
He can't do that. He doesn't have... he doesn't have speed.
You're in Nash's body. No powers.
I don't need my powers to kill you.
Ooh. Good job.
But he's so full of hate.
hatred.
She can sense it.
If we do, we'll use up speed and we have no idea how much we have left.
Yes, we can. We just have to use it responsibly. Fastest route to CCPD is in a straight line. We can run it. We just have to phase as we go.
Always.
I'd imagine phasing would take more Speed Force energy than just running around objects.
Stop. You don't have to do this.
Just use your speed to punch her. Whoop. Bit of parkour. They're just running around for no reason, just punch her. Oh, got Wally.
Please. Let us help you.
I don't want your help.
We know. Thanks for the tip, Flash.
Good going, Joe.
Let's see how you handle our version of time.
It ticks by 1 second per second.
Barry, we need you in the pipeline right now. There's something you need to see.
Could you just tell me what it is, Cisco, before I run over there?
Hi, Flash.
What do you want?
What do I always want?
To kill you?
To kill you. I will get out. In a few short weeks, you're going to be powerless to stop me. Right?
Nope, he knows.
Because your Speed Force is dead.
Is there still a reverse
That's what you get, Barry.
Speed Force?
That's why I built my own. I'm coming. Tick-tock.
Hey,
So is Wally going to stick around, or is he going to head back to...
you sure you want to go already?
He's heading back.
Keep an eye on Iris for me, will you?
She's looking a bit weird.
There's something different about her.
See? He senses it.
Just make sure she's okay.
Of course.
It'd be cool if, like, Iris was right-handed, but this one was left-handed, and that's how they figured it out.
I want your help with something else. I've been thinking about what Thawne said. How he built his own power source.
Oh, he's going to build his
A
own?
negative speed force.
Who
I
needs
need your
that?
help to build an artificial speed force.
Who needs that old Speed Force? We could just make one.
That's how I can get my speed back.
You? Oh, let's have a look at this. Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm not Iris.
Mirror gun. She gonna get sent into the mirror world? Well, maybe Iris will have an ally in there now. So that was episode 14 of The Flash. There was a lot of stuff in that episode. They threw a lot of things in. They had Wally coming back. They had the green blob time girl. Russian. They had Cisco coming back. They had Nash going. They had Iris being freaky. And yeah, so many different things. You know, in just all clamped into, and the Speed Force stuff. All just thrown into the one episode. So it was breakneck pace. So there's a lot of stuff to unpack. Wally, cool entrance. He clearly, when he was rescuing the helicopter, he was shown doing things that we haven't seen Barry do much of. He was showing skill that we haven't seen Barry do much of, and then later he was doing his Zen, cool little. It's like a magician with the Speed Force. So he'd found this calm place in his life, and he was coming back. Hey guys, look, I'm this new person. Meanwhile, Cisco's coming back, and he doesn't feel that. He's feeling like he's back to where he started. Like he went away and he thought maybe he'd grow as a person, or he'd come back with all these new, like Frodo, if you've seen Lord of the Rings. And yeah, so it's kind of two parallels of characters going away and coming back, and the different things they have, different ways they feel, but different ways they have changed and haven't changed. But then once Wally finds out about the Speed Force stuff, he completely loses it with Barry, very suddenly and very, it made out like they had been talking over the months, and that Barry had kind of blown Wally off. He's, not talked to him about stuff. Like, obviously, we'd seen in previous episodes that a few little glitches, but it could have been anything. It's not like Barry knew, oh, something's wrong with the Speed Force and I'm the cause. Better not tell Wally about all this. That never happened. So the argument between them, just with Wally blaming him and then refusing to take him back into the Speed Force, you think I'm letting you near her again? Yeah, that was a bit jarring. That was probably my least favorite part of the episode, so I'm glad that they smoothed things over by the end. I don't know, it seemed like they threw that thing in just to have them argue. There's a bit, my least favorite part. The iris, the photograph thing, that was interesting. I wonder if there's anything else like that. I really wonder when Barry's going to find out and how he's going to find out, because now Camilla is, or has she gone into that world? Is that what the mirror gun does? It'd be funny if fake Iris just keeps shooting people and eventually, like, everybody's in the other world. And yeah, we didn't see much of the real Iris. She was in it slightly at the start. Ralph is still gone, tracking down Sue, or who knows what he's doing, because he tracked her down and then they went on an adventure and then we haven't seen him since in the show. Caitlin didn't have much to do, and she wasn't very frosty either. And then Nash has been taken over by the ghost of Thawne, which is a bit strange in a way, right? Because Thawne is not Wells. Sure, he used a device to kind of morph into his body in our original timeline, but he is a separate individual to all the Welleses. He's a separate guy. He could exist in the same place as a Wells without it being a contradiction, or you know what I'm saying. But it's interesting. He doesn't have any powers, but is he going to somehow get them? Like, he was talking about his reverse Speed Force, and he was confident he was going to get out of the cage. Yeah, I'm interested to see where that goes, because what? Maybe all the other Welleses can, inside Nash's brain, can wrestle control of the body. I don't know. And the last time we saw the Reverse Flash was when Nora died, right? He wasn't in Crisis, was he? And he's on our Earth, right? I don't know. There's so many things that happened in the past that it's hard to keep track of where everybody is and what happened to each person. And let's just go with it. He's in Nash. He was dead, and now he's in Nash. That's the reason. That's possible. I think we should just let the show tell us what's going on and go with it from there. No Chester. He's part of the team last episode, but just, taking the day off. Now that Cisco's back. And is Cisco back for a while? Maybe the actor was doing a few weeks' work somewhere, and the show writers were like, sure, go film that. We'll say you're going on an adventure. Cool. Yeah. So it's good to have him back. Wally, just one episode and done. And the time person, they could have done more with that, I think. I think her powers were more interesting or that could potentially have been more interesting than they gave her. It seemed like she didn't really have much, manipulation of that time energy. She could just kind of slow things. I don't know. And speed things up. Like, they call her the turtle, but what she was actually doing to those people was speeding up their life while everything else was frozen, right? Yeah, I was a bit unsure on that. But yeah, it would be neat to see somebody who could manipulate time in a way. They're about to get captured by Barry, but then they go back a bit. And actually, Nora had a bit of time travel power. Anyway, I've babbled long enough. Next week is another episode, and I hope you join me again soon. That makes no sense. I'll see you next week for more babbling and more interesting episodes, and we'll try and dissect it and see what's going on.